Bandon.
This is Midnight Era, Rappers and Ice Cream.
Yeah, hungry as fuck, literally.
So I picked vanilla because you gotta start off with the fundamentals.
I can feel that. I'm a second that. Vanilla, you can't go wrong. Ain't gonna lie. So, my name Drew Bandon came from the fact that I was depressed for a little while, and I was like, damn, how do I fix it? Long story short, I said, fuck it. People's opinions of me kind of mean shit right now. So I'm kind of like abandoning the world's, perceptions of me. Then I shortened abandon to Bandon.
And then my name used to be Yeshua. Like, my name is Joshua. And I was big Christian growing up, like Hebrew Bible and stuff like that. Yeshua was like a translation of Joshua. And then that's why I put Yesh, because I wanted to shorten my name. I wanted to be Yesh, so I was Yeshua, and now I go by Yesh. And yeah. How we came up with our name was one night in the studio with the three of us back in the day, OG Midnight Era, if you know, you know. We were just trying to think of a name when we all first started making music, and then we were just spitballing. We were all just spitballing, and then I wanted to do something kind of different, but also inspired, and I was inspired by Joey Badass and like Pro Era.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I like that name, but it wasn't really like a group how we were. It was more of like a posse. We were more like a boy band kind of thing. So then we went for Midnight Era because we were always late night in the studio. Midnight Era, I feel like we had a different meaning to it back then, but nowadays we kind of see it as like, what would you say is the new meaning of Midnight Era?
It just kind of like dawned on me, like midnight is kind of like a very weird point in time where it's like the past, present, and future. Like, think about it, And that kind of like, I felt like that kind of encapsulated what we were trying to do. Like, we didn't want to be something to remind you of a past, but we also wanted to be very reminiscent of like an era and time of music, but also taking it forward. So, yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it
past,
also just
present,
sounded
and future.
cool,
Midnight Era is 12 o'clock. It's like yesterday, right now, and tomorrow.
Yeah.
All at the same time. So low in my creative career was definitely when Drew moved to Boston and Midnight Era had fell out back in the day, like 2018, 19. Midnight Era, like the OG three of us, kind of fell out. And then I didn't really have a means to make music because I was really just doing vocals back then and like co-producing. So I had to really like find myself creatively and like learn what to do and just how to make music on my own, which I didn't know how to do. And that took a while, and I was stagnant for a while, and yeah, I was kind of sad, I can't lie.
Oh, fuck.
I think Orlando's sound is refreshing. It takes a lot from all around the country, different cities, because we have such a spread out city, and a lot of people just move here from living other places. And yeah, I think it has a nice diverse blend. We got R&B, we got pop, we got hip hop, we got the Florida sound. Of course, we got the Florida sound. Yeah, Orlando's crazy. Midnight Era's crazy.
So, this is me, right? I'm like 5 years old, which is crazy because my niece is about to turn 5 in August. But, I mean, I would tell him, eventually you're going to grow up to be a pretty cool guy, and then you're going to let other people tell you that you're not as cool as you think, and then you're going to agree with them, and then you're going to go through like, kind of like a midlife crisis at 22, and you're still going to be going through it. But then you're going to fucking like dig yourself out, because you're real. You're him. And it's okay to admit that you're him and be kind of confident in your cockiness, especially when you know your shortcomings, but you also know your strengths. So, shout out him.
But it's me when I was legit. I think I'm shooting water gun or something. I don't do violence, but this is another one of me fit on. What I would tell him is do what you love to the most. Don't listen to other people, and yeah, you to go.
One person we would shout out, I mean, that's Mitch. Mitch, $$, .zip, the whole niggas, but especially Mitch, because we're biased. No, we're kidding. But
because we hang out with him.
Yeah, no, he's just a homie, huge inspiration, bro. He's going off. Like, I feel like we're in a generation where a lot of people like to clown people that are like, approaching age, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just getting older. I don't understand where this ageism comes from in music, but yo, he's outside, he's putting on great visuals, and he's on their fucking necks. So you gotta shout out a nigga just doing it.
What I think about the dating scene is people should really work on themselves and get better with how they feel about themselves before they try and like put that on other people. And I think like, yeah, everyone just gotta fulfill themselves before they try and fill someone else's cup. You can't like pour out until yours is full.
An accomplishment for me, my first moment comes to like when we actually just decided we're gonna lock in on the studio. There was a time where we would go to the fairgrounds. Shout out Ben's dad. We got this like spot in the fairgrounds so fucking ducked off behind the stage that we would pull up like 2-3 times a week, sometimes 4. We'd smoke and we'd drop like 2-3 demos a day, bro. And we literally just fucking hammered out music for like a year and a half. Or maybe like a year before we even dropped something else. And I would say like the night that we just made a random ass beat, but that bitch just knocked. Like it just knocked that
Nostalgia.
night.
It was called Nostalgia.
Is it?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
called Nostalgia.
Yeah. And it just fucking knocked that night. You know what I mean? Like we might listen to it now and think it might be corny because we're on some new shit, but like that was just a night that I can think of where we were just like, goddamn, like we done found something out.
So I used to work door to door, going and like selling solar and bothering people and ruining their day from time to time, maybe their dinner. And how I balance creative work life with having a job was definitely just staying inspired throughout the day. When I was driving between location to location, like neighborhood to neighborhood, solar, like put my headphones in, write some songs, listen to some beats, like something that inspired me. Just staying inspired throughout every free moment. I feel like everyone has free time, but you gotta just put your energy into what you really want to do. And for me, that's my creativity. So that's how I'd stay inspired and just stay driven, for sure. Though, if I were to speak my dreams into existence, besides, knowing that I'm one of the best rappers on the planet, one of the best producers on the planet, and that's gonna take me far, I know that I want to game, I want to stream. I've always loved gaming, and I've always been pretty good at them. But I think if I take some time to really lock in and do something crazy with games, like I could definitely do it. I also want to film a movie in some way or direct a movie, even though they always know I'm not a big movie guy, but I just really love cinematography, and I kind of want to spend more time on it. That's why I just like got a camera and stuff. But yeah, music's a given. So.
All right, we're gonna put you onto some cinema. I would say I need that Panamera GTS. Is that what it's called? It's like a Porsche Panamera. I think it's called GTS, but if not, I know it's a Porsche Panamera. I need a Range Rover. I need a 2-door coupe Phantom. I need a bad bitch. I need a bad, lovely bitch that I can wife. And we have like 2 kids. We're done. Live by the beach. As much weed as I want to smoke. And just like as much tea as I want to drink. As much honey as I want to eat. And just like, we're living the life, bro. Brands going up, music's going up. You're gonna die as one of the greatest, bro. Swear to God.
Simple. I said, my boy Drew sound like a fucking sample, metronome. We recorded this shit on the camera and the phone. It's Midnight Era, yeah, rappers and ice cream. Yeah, we real nice, yeah, we got the whole team. Film production, the whole crew. You know the chocolate marshmallows fondue. My shit look like soup, but it's still kind of fire. If I eat too much sugar, I will get tired. And I'll crash and burn. Damn, what's the word? The way that I snap, damn, it's so fucking absurd. And damn, my dog, what's the word? My dog's 7 in the back. There you go. That's what we got.
That shit's crazy, honey. Go on. I ain't never done that shit like that before. That was crazy.
Go, this lunch table shit, bro. That's
that was some lunch table
that's
shit.
lunch table
That was
shit,
some lunch
bro.
table shit. All right, so it was Drew Bandon,
It's Yesh.
and that was Rappers and Ice Cream.